Now please welcome Rob and Noll, who's going to share about an upcoming event.
Hi, everybody. Well, by now, most of you probably know that what I'm going to be talking about is a family rescue center. But for the few who may be in this audience that don't know what that is, right here in the Valley, the Family Rescue Center is an incredible organization, nonprofit organization that serves, well, right now we have 900 families and almost 1,300 children there, all incredibly low income, many who sleep on the street at night and go to school in the morning every day. It's part of the stipulation there. They have to stay in school. It's an incredible place. One thing I want to share with you, I'm going to talk about the Thanksgiving food drive, but I want to share with you, because of the Turning Point singles, some of you have volunteered there frequently, started becoming attached to certain families there, and started talking with me about how can we stay connected with these families. It's just 4 events a year, and a few of you, Stacy Smith was one, Jen Martinez, there's a handful of singles who were like, maybe we can do an adopt-a-family situation where we adopt them, and each child in that family, we make sure they get a birthday present, make sure the mother gets something for Mother's Day. And because of the Turning Point singles, I want you to know that I wrote that up and took it to the board of the Family Rescue Center, and they have approved it. And starting in May, I'm going to need a lot of you singles because we're going to be doing the Adopt-a-Family program. Yeah, it's pretty incredible. And that is solely because of the Turning Point singles having a heart for the needy. It's pretty great. So one thing I want to share with you quickly before I talk about Thanksgiving is Trey has mentioned me a couple times at the booth. You got to let people know how the clothing donation thing works because our ministry doesn't really know. Trey brings the best shoes, I'm telling you that, to give to Family Rescue Center. He brings good shoes. But anyways, I'm going to tell you a couple months ago, August, right before school was starting, I was going through some clothes to bring to Family Rescue Center, and I came across this shirt that belonged to my son, CJ, a size 5 little t-shirt, and it was all torn up. It had 2 tears here, a tear here, 2 stains here. It was basically a rag. And so I went to put it in our rag bag in our kitchen, and then I thought, oh, maybe they could use this at Family Rescue Center, but then I was like, well, no child would wear this. I don't know if they'd even wear it to bed. And then I thought, well, maybe somebody would wear it to bed. So I put it in the donation bag. And I went to Family Rescue Center the next week, and I saw his shirt displayed. They had it hanging on a hanger in the front of all of the children's clothing, and they only put the best things they have on display. And it was very convicting for me because I saw this shirt there, and I learned from them that it was the only size 5 children's shirt they had. So they needed to put it up so somebody could take it. And I thought, holy smokes, some child is going to be wearing that to kindergarten. Nobody should be wearing that. And it was so convicting to me because I thought, my family, we have closets full of clothing that we don't even wear. And I went home, and, our family just really purged our closets this time. I mean, Robbie took a truckload of, not kidding, a truckload of clothing. But I went through my clothes, and I wound up giving 29 pairs of pants. And I'm embarrassed to say that because why do I even need 29 pairs of pants? I had pants in my closet for when I'm at my highest weight. I had pants for someday when I get to my dream weight. I had pants for right now that I'm not going to wear. And I thought, if Jesus had a closet full of clothing, would he be hanging on to them because he might wear one of them someday? Or if there were people right down the street who didn't have one pair of pants, would he give them his clothes? So it was very convicting and very embarrassing. Some of these pants still had the tags on them and had been sitting in my closet for a long time. So anyways, I wanted to share with you that Turning Point, you guys here are starting to donate better clothing. Just from my mentioning it one time. And at the last board meeting, Joel, who takes the clothing distributions, he announced to the board, he said, I don't know why, but the quality of our clothing is better than the whole 16 or 17 years that I've worked here. And I knew it was from Turning Point because I see the stuff you guys are bringing to the booth. You are now bringing things that a child could wear to school, that a parent could wear to a parent-teacher conference or a job interview. These people are trying. And to receive the kind of clothes that you've been bringing, Lynn Brewer, the Doziers, Mama Holland, Trey, the Plateses, I can't even name, there's so many of you that are like really trying to bring decent clothing now. So I thank you. And what Trey had encouraged me to let you guys know is how it works there. The families do not pay for the clothing. It's free. They cannot afford Goodwill. I'm telling you, they don't have 99 cents for a loaf of bread. They're not going to go to Goodwill and spend $3 on a shirt. So the clothing there is free, but right now the donations for clothing and shoes are low enough that how it works is the families come for an appointment, they show up once a month for their appointment, and they can take one clothing item per family member. And I've been there when they've shown up, and I'll see a child, and I'll go, okay, clearly that child needs shoes. He's in flip-flops and it's raining. He needs pants. He doesn't have a coat, but he has to pick one thing, because they don't have enough clothing or shoes right now to let them choose more. For when other families come, they will have run out. So my goal is to get the clothing donations to a point where the families can start taking 2 items per family member, which I know that's still not very much, but it's a start. And then I would like to get it where they can take 3 clothing items per month. So all it takes, I think, is us going through our closets and really realizing that we don't need all the stuff that we have. So also, I want to talk to you about the Thanksgiving food drive. Karen is up here with me today because she's become a lead volunteer at Family Rescue Center. She volunteers at a lot of the events, and she'll be a lead volunteer at the Thanksgiving food drive. Actually, I want to ask you, what is it about Family Rescue Center that has made you want to keep coming back, made you volunteer, or what has impacted your heart there?
I think one of the biggest things is, as a mom, I feel that responsibility to put food on the table or to make sure they're clothed, my kids have what they need. And I can get stressed, and I have a regular paycheck, a decent-sized paycheck, and I still get stressed out about providing for my family. And so being able to give that to another mom and provide food or clothes or give them some type of relief, it feeds my soul to be able to do that, and it's encouraging to be able to provide for them. So that's one of the biggest reasons.
Thanks, but I wanted you to see her face because at the Thanksgiving food drive, she'll be one of the people who is a lead volunteer, and you can ask her questions at the event. Now, all I need to tell you is the orange tent is out here. I am there every Sunday. You can come and get information there about Family Rescue Center, but for now, we only have 2 Sundays, next Sunday and the Sunday after. We're collecting food to give to these families for Thanksgiving. We need the food items. They're listed on the Turning Point website. They put it on Front Porch quite frequently. You can ask me at the booth. And then on Monday the 22nd and Tuesday the 23rd, it's not on Thanksgiving Day. It's Monday and Tuesday, 22nd, 23rd. We really need volunteers. For some reason last year there were only 4 of us volunteering. It was Monica Busby and her son and myself and my son. And these turkeys, some of them were frozen and they were heavy. So we would love to have more volunteers. But how it works is the families who are homeless will be given food that week. But there are over 300 families there who have capacity to cook a Thanksgiving meal. If they're using a friend's apartment or some of the shelters have rooms they can use, there's all kinds of ways they can do it, and we have over 300. So what we're doing is we're giving them a turkey, all the ingredients. They will show up, they will leave with their bags of groceries, and it's incredible because they leave with dignity. Instead of handing them a meal in front of their children, they leave with all these groceries. Their children don't even realize that it wasn't from the store when they bring this stuff home, wherever they're staying. And it's not from the Family Rescue Center. It's, I brought these groceries home. And they create a family memory together. These children get to cook a meal with their family. And I think it is so honoring. And it gives them such respect in front of their kids. So what we're trying to do is get the ingredients for these meals, and we're still about 40 turkeys short. So we're also working on that. But I'd love to have you at the volunteer days. Come to the booth and ask me any questions you might have.
Thanks, Robin. Wow, what an incredible opportunity that we have to serve these families. If you can sign up or help out in any way, please do.